Hey, this is Joe Pryor, the virtual real estate team in Oklahoma, where we specialize in residential real estate investment. It is a Monday informal March 17th video. And what I want to discuss is something that's come up. I've got a Zoom meeting coming up with an investor who's getting a little antsy about his investments, getting a little bit of cold feet, and that happens. And I want to tell you what we're basically going to discuss. He's a little worried about the economy. What are the tariffs going to do? Is it a good time to invest? All those kinds of questions when somebody's getting really, really nervous. So I want to give you my answers now so you can kind of understand how we deal with clients. Now, if he wants out, I can't do a whole lot about it. That's his decision to make. But I want to tell him why he should stay in. There was a recent G7 meeting in Canada. And one thing that the United States made perfectly clear to the G7 is that these tariffs are coming on April 4th. Now, there's some that are already there. And these 25%ers or the 200% on French wines, whatever it happens to be, are coming on April 1st. And they made that perfectly clear. It is policy. So guess what? Prices are going to go up. If you go back to the pandemic, for instance, COVID pandemic, we started out under $400 per board foot or whatever they do for the measurements, I think, on lumber, and it quadrupled. All right. So in other words, despite the fact we have over 10,000 sawmills in the United States, did it really need to go up 4 times? But I can tell you right now, I've seen fixtures go up already in terms of plumbing and electrical. In other words, they're anticipating what this is happening. So prices are already going up if you go into stores. Now, the other thing is people don't realize what comes into the United States for construction. For instance, 25% of finished lumber comes from, ding, 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 Canada. Where does sheetrock come from? I won't ding you this time. Canada, and the paper on sheetrock comes from the United States. So we're talking about reciprocal tariffs here. That goes up. Where do you think your appliances come from? You all know the answer to this one. It comes from China. So appliances that go in, your stoves, your dishwashers, your microwave ovens, all that is going up in price. Now, another thing that people don't realize is when you come to an Oklahoma neighborhood, you see these green boxes, about 4 by 4 by 3 foot tall, all through the neighborhood. They can be in backyards, front yards. Those are power transformers that you need to transfer power to the whole neighborhood. Guess where they come from? China. So again, if we do a 20% tariff there, then things go up again. So you want to get ahead of inflation. If you buy something right now that's under construction, that's ready in the next 60 days, guess what? Everything is paid for. In other words, those appliances, that sheetrock, that lumber, that brick, that everything, concrete, you name it, has already been paid for, even if it's under construction, right down to the last detail. And so the key right now is this is when you want to buy. Plus, you're going into the prime season for rental, which is from now into about the middle of July. So closing, having more demand than supply is also extremely important. So, cold feet, I understand, but you need to know what's behind this. And you get a fixed 30-year rate. And by the way, rates went down for the last 2 weeks. It's a perfect time. Now, one other thing I want to say, because this video is going long, is I'm having a webinar on April 4th to our database. In other words, everybody that's in our database that's bought or that's thinking about buying, I'm going to be doing an informal webinar because I want to answer a lot of these questions. So instead of one-on-ones, which I do, 20 Zoom meetings a week, I want everybody to be on there to ask any questions whatsoever, share any information that they need. So what I'm inviting you to do is sign up for it. So if you'd like to be on an investment webinar, a Zoom meeting, and you have questions or you want to listen to questions, especially from experienced people, then please join us. So the way you can do this is in the comments, put your email address in there. We will send you an invite for the Zoom meeting. You're welcome to attend. I hope you do. It's not a question of whether you want to buy from me or not. So if you do, great. If you don't, but hopefully it'll be something, if you don't, that you still get information that's valuable. So let us know if we can help you. I wanted to put that out there to you right now.